Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
3rd down play from the gun. Firing to the right, complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
breaks into the open, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, after that big game by the QB on the zone read on an early down in the drive, it'll be interesting to see moving forward if the defensive end stops crashing down so quickly. If he just starts to hesitate to take the quarterback away, that's going to open up the running back for these plays in the future.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Right on target this time. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if we're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Indiana's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They need the 40 to convert here on third down.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do. And we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession, too.
Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. The give on the inside. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll go to the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. Nice move to keep running. There he goes. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, 3rd and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're working that left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it out. It's Hart. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 1 minute you're thinking, don't get caught for a safety. The next, you're on a drive. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a 1st half like that there in Bloomington. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity. The result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice.
Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he made the extra point without problem. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. So now it's second and long. Rides the back on the option to get him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll start this drive going to the air, working that wide receiver screen. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Offense in a split backfield. Going to swing it on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Sends it back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second. Turning it on! And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On target over the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Give to the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling